Let's go. That is crazy. Whew. That is so clutch. Okay, to build Malcolm Jennings, we need Matthew Hudon and Kirk Cousins. Was going in there, needed a clutch kicker, for overtime kicks, and I was like trying to figure out the best way against like, online things happening like with the kick meter. If there's a difference within the internet speed, you'll get a different meter type thing that means it might move faster or slower. And especially in the overtime kick, the kick bar disappears, so you don't know if the online speed is going to kick in and sway your kick way to the right type thing that means, because you couldn't see the tied overtime kick for the win. And then it goes and it speeds up and you miss the A center point type thing that means, and you miss the post and hits like 13th row in the back there. Well, the thing to control that is the clutch kicker, just like the focus kicker one from Madden 18. And no matter what the fiber optics acceptance rate of that is, Wi-Fi typing that means, or un-Wi-Fi with Ethernet cable with the service provider, it won't matter because it'll still move at like 1/8, 110 frame speed typing that means, or 1/100th or something like that, 1/50th along that bar. It'll be nice and hydrodynamic kinetic energy absorption type thing, like that packaging wrap type bubble wrap. And it'll land on the bubble wrap cushion like styrofoam with it type thing. It might pop, but there's enough of it, like an eggshell type thing that means, like bubble wrap, bubble protection guide type thing. So anyway, I'm like, I'm gonna go get a clutch kicker, and I'm like 330 or something like that, and I'm like, oh, I've got all these like 50s and stuff. I need to go do this because hot, but like that. Um, and I've got like 279, and I was chasing some other activities to figure that means. And I'm like, I'll just take a break and I'll try to put this together. And uh, here we go. And so with Kudan, I guess I have to go to overall. There. Dual Hudons, the thing that make up Malcolm Jennings. And those I believe are selling for $3.50 a piece. EA not only gave me one of them, it gave me two of them. So I'm trying to put this together now. I did back to back Matthew Hudons right there. So there's Hudon 1 and Hudon 2 at 350 at 700,000. Since I was buying in bundle, I could go ahead and take the cards out of Hudon instead of creating a third Hudon, and then create a Kirk Cousins. And then after creating Kirk Cousins, combine Kirk Cousins and Hudon for what do you call Malcolm Jennings of the Eagles. And he sells for about 720, 750 right now. I'm imagining because of all the stuff after the Blitz promotion, and I wanted to get. I'm not sure if there's Jim Joyner of the Rams. No, of the Rams. And he's upcoming this year. They worked really hard in the secondary of the Rams there, and acquired Akeem Talib, who hasn't been there, but he's waiting to be cleared this week, I think, from medical clearance so he can play. Got injured early on in the season. He hasn't been there. And Marcus Peters from the Chiefs got traded to the Rams, along with Dominic Sue, and Aaron Donald was already there with Michael Brockers. So that defense is up and coming. Long in there. All right, so four more of these, and Now, team of the week for a lot of people is a maybe for a lot of players. It's not an easy set to do. It's extremely hard to do. And beforehand, in 18, it could have been like any week type thing that means, or it was for like the players of that week, but it was like really touch and go, like with 20 players, and you need two captain, two bosses to make the masters, so it's 40 players or something like that, with that type of randomness. Permutation combination, not pretty. But now they've lowered that, taking it to 40 by 40 40 by 40 combination, and but now they've lowered each one at 12, and instead of making them different 20s or different 12s, they're the same 12 overlap. So if you needed, what do you call, Amari Cooper in for Kirk Cousins, you needed Amari Cooper to complete Matthew Judon in there. And so if you got two Amari Coopers, then you got two of the highest ones out of both the two bosses before going to go complete um, whoever the master is. And the master of week 12 is Malcolm Jennings, the strong safety 94 overall for the Philadelphia Eagles with Carson Wentz, and they just won last week. They were 4-6, and they're kind of being almost like written off, taking that means before getting even. If they're anything like what the Eagles normally do when they had McNabb, they used to win out December, so they make the playoffs at 10-6, 11-6, or 11-5 in there. So we'll see if that happens for them. Historically, that's the way they used to be. Stallone, I think, with the Rocky story. Is that from Philadelphia? I think it is. Climbing the steps there. I want to say it's Washington, but I think it's Philadelphia. And um, they used to get somebody to wave the flag out there in Philadelphia, with, like kind of like Seattle, pump up the crowd, taking that means, and try to win out December and get a wild card playoff game. 'Cause they're pretty emotional crowd. So I've never been to Philadelphia, but kind of like the character cast of Sunny in Philadelphia. Those guys could be sweet, but they could be emotional. So yeah. Since PAX are lit, I'm trying to get back to it, and I gotta crush out a bunch of things in here. But that's the story of that with the two Houdans back to back. So I gotta go do another bundle and create a Kirk Cousins. I don't really need the other Houdans, so I might sell them. And if that's the case, that would be 300,000 plus the uh, Kirk Cousins. If I can make two of them and sell both Malcolm Jennings, then that would give me 700,000 stack two, so 1.4 million. Okay, can't use those guys. Impact fire. I want to use those power ups. Not quite yet. Might do that. I'm like 25 away from my binder max. There's no way I can open all the packs. So I'm trying to clear some space here. thought I'd make a video thanking you for uh, that opportunity to do so with back-to-back hoodons. They're like, you're up for the fight, do you think that means? We're gonna give you two hoodons to go with your fight. We're right here, man, laughing at it. No way is that happening to you. But it is, so like do business. Actually, we had one other strong safety team of the week, which was Adrian Amos. He's at like 91, 90, what his speed is. I know he's 91, but he might be 93 speed now. Yep, 93 speed with 98 zone coverage. 97 play rec, 93 pursuit, 93 hit power at 6 foot. I know Darwin James is a good, strong safety with the Chargers in there. And they do have him backing up, but 93 speed Amos is on 98 zone. His catch went up when he went to 95, so he's not the stone one. I've always had decent catch with him though. I know it's above 70. I think it used to be lower, but now it's not anymore. Now, as far as my backups, it's going to be difficult because some of them are rising stars that I got in the beginning of the year, and both my safeties, the free safety and strong safety, are rising stars. So it's going to be hard for me to replace their chemistries without certain stadium uniform things. And so, and I don't really like the team makeup because most of the time the rest of the team backups won't be elite. They'll be gold or lower to that means, and like on special teams they'll take into account. And so like when you do kickoff, like your lead guys don't get them. It's up to the silvers to tackle those guys. To that means to tackle Tyreek Hill or return Patrick Peterson or return Deion Sanders at 99 speed. So it's real. It makes teams without certain bonuses to raise the silver up to 80s or 90s to think that it means makes it really kind of a upper tier one trick uh, multi-point for the upper tier guys. The silvers might not go up. The other guys might go up plus 10 or something like that. Hopefully I did that without causing injury to myself. So in between that, I don't really need a new strong safety. And I actually like Sean Teller. He was the MUT master last year. And in between him and Amos, 91 hit power, 93 hit power, 6'2", and 6 foot. So not only can they do safety blitzes within coverage to hit people, that means, but at 6'2", at 88, 93 speed, 91 and 98 zone, that's real and fairly important. Both of them aren't like 100 catch or something like that, but that's okay. All right, I gotta take care of this and see if there's any other sets I can complete. Right, lower the card count I've got. So I have another Zeke in the making here. silver like that. This is kind of for the win. On that. So I get 620 silvers. That's right, power which is silver. Oh, strike is silver, but they're silver. Upgrade your team captain. Alright, let's see. Get some of that company. Yeah, that's pretty serious. That is pretty serious. Let's take out 100 of the bottom silver ones. That should free up another book. Then I was like, I'm gonna sell like the 87s that I've got. They usually go for about 775 training. Because on November 30th, in a couple more days, the limited ones from Blitz can be done with training points. And, forward training. There we go. Alright. And that should lower my item binder from 1675 to 1531. And that's good. Alright. Now I can go back to this. Man, if I can pick up a Kirk Cousins impact, that'd be crazy. I just keep making those. Damn it. Alright, back in a bit.